cigar lovers, hi, how are you doing? Fellas, people that love the good smokes, people that love the good tobacco. Here I am again. I'm here to share this new video. This episode is going to be called Buying My Cigars. What is it about buying my cigars? Why this is so important? Because it reminds me when somebody asked me, these people asking me, what is it about smoking a cigar? Why do you smoke cigars? It's just a experience, you know. It's not just puffing for puffing. It's not just burning tobacco. No. Smoking a cigar is an experience, and I have to say, smoking a cigar is a incomparable pleasure, and buying my cigar is just the preamble of this wonderful time, this wonderful experience. So this is so important. When we buy a cigar, we gotta check some points. We gotta make sure about some things that we are going to talk, that we are going to mention right now. Stay with us. Let's do it. In general, when we talk about buying, selling, we have our strategies on both sides. The salesperson or the business owner wants to maximize the profit when he sells something. And the consumer or the buyer is trying to get more product in exchange for his money. So that takes us to two different concepts: the value versus the quantity and versus the quality. So with our money, what do we want? Quantity or quality? We cannot have both. I talk to some people and they come to me and tell me, man, with $49.99 I got 25 cigars. Or sometimes they tell me, for $49.99 I got 50 cigars. So that means one cigar per dollar. If they like them, that's okay. What can we do? All right. But in our case, or at least in my personal case, as a consumer, as a client, as a cigar smoker, I go more for quality than for quantity. So in this strategies challenge between salesman and buyer and the client, find a middle point, okay? So how do we find this middle point? First, we have two sides. Me, who wants to buy a cigar, and a tobacconist or a cigar shop who wants to sell the cigars. First, I'm gonna talk about myself. How do I consider myself as a cigar smoker? I am a beginner, a rookie. I am intermediate, middle of the road. I am not too experimented cigar smoker, but I am not a beginner. Or maybe I am an expert in cigars. So when I know who I am, my expectations are going to be different. Let's say, as a example, if I know I am going to start smoking, so maybe I recognize I don't know much about cigars and I want to get something just to start. I need to know what it tastes like and what it is about. So after I know or I admit that, then I gotta think about what kind of cigar I want to smoke. Do I want to go straight ahead to a Cuban one? Do they sell Cuban cigars in my area? Maybe not, maybe yes, I don't know. Do I want to start with a Mexican cigar? Then when I decide if it's Mexican, Cuban, Nicaraguan, Dominican, or any of them, I need to know, according to my expectations, what kind of cigar, what size, what shape. Next, where I am going to smoke the cigar. With my friends, in a open air area, in my dining room. How long I want to smoke for. When I know a little bit about that, I come to the cigar place and I am not blind anymore. You know, I come and I say, at least I have an idea about what I want. Then it brings me to the other point, how much I want to spend on that cigar. Probably I don't want to spend a lot of money because I'm just starting. I want to start with the most expensive or with the finest cigar in the store. But then when I know this part, let's talk about the other part. Let's talk about the place where I am going to buy the cigars. First thing that I would do as a cigar smoker, buying a cigar, is what is the reputation of the places around me. Now it's easy. You know, you check on your computer, your cell phone, your smartphone, and then, okay, there are 5 places, there are 2 places. Some cities, they are lucky, they have 10, 20 cigar places. So go look for it. I would go look for the reputation of the place, and then according to the distance, or according to where I live and where I am going, maybe on my way back home from my job, then I find a place and then I make a choice where I am going to buy my cigar. Once I am into the place, I need to check the installations. I need to check the humidor. How's the humidor? Is it nice, clean? How's the temperature? How's the humidity? Then, if everything is okay with the humidor, then what is the selection of cigars? Do they have the selection among all these cigars they have? Do they have what I want? Then, the merchandise. Is it in good conditions? I'm going to show you some pictures about some cigars that should never be into a humidor. Because if I go to a cigar place, I check in the humidor and I see on the boxes cigars like this, I think I would never buy, or I would be more careful, and probably I'm not going to be willing to spend my money or a lot of money in that place. All right, so we gotta beware of the conditions of the merchandise. Finally, what is the price range? I'm not talking about getting the cheapest place. No, I'm not talking about getting the most expensive place. I am talking about going to the place where the prices are according to the quality. So the relation price quality gotta be the optimal. As an example, here in Mexico, I've been to some supermarkets, and then they have a little humidor, and I've seen the prices. The prices tag is on the cigar, not on the envelope. No, it's right on the wrapper. Sometimes I see cigars, they are all cracked. Sometimes I see cigars, they are with mold. So when we find the right place, or I would say the critical points to consider in order to find the right place is, number one, that cigar shop gotta be very honest. You know, the salesman. If he is honest, me as a customer, I will give him my trust. Then, I am enthusiastic. The less I would like to find in a place that sells my cigars, what is my passion? It's somebody with the same enthusiasm, and then we start creating a bond. Next, if I find in that place quality and price, this relationship, quality price, as I said before, is not, I don't want them to sell the cigars very cheap to me. No, I want the cigars with a price according to the quality. And then when I find that as a cigar smoker, then I have a better disposition to spend my money, and probably I will spend more money in that place. Next, service. Me as a cigar smoker, I want service. Service is very important, and it's the pre-sale service, the sale service, and the post-sale service. I am going to give you an example. If you check in one of the videos before that we posted, we unboxed a box of vehicles. All right. So the story of this box of vehicles is very particular because people who are in the cigars industry, they will know that there are not too many boxes of vehicles in the market for several reasons. Number one, there are not too many of these tobacco leaves called medio tiempo. That's the key on that cigar. They don't use only ligero, seco, and volado. They use a fourth tobacco leaf that is called medio tiempo. Okay, so there are not many, and they are highly demanded, and the prices are up. So when I knew I was going to get a box of vehicles, I knew of this person who likes this kind of cigar. So first thing I did is I emailed, hey, I am getting a box of vehicle 52. That's pre-sale service. Then he comes, picks the cigars, and we have the hell of a great time. We share coffee, smoke cigar together, shot of tequila. We close the transaction the easiest way. That's sell service. And then post-sell service is check on him. How did you do in your trip? Did you get safely back home? Your cigars are okay. Recommendations to keep the cigars in better conditions. Probably he doesn't need my recommendations. But the fact of sending a text, sending a mail, how did you do? I call it post-sale service. And me as a cigar smoker, buying and being treated like that, I feel fantastic. So we create this bond. The next step or the next point is creating this relationship. In exchange, I would think that if it were me, I am going to be very loyal to that business. And just tell me, which business doesn't want to get loyalty in their consumers, in their clients, in their customers? And then we end up creating a friendship. I consider this person my friend, and I hope and I'm pretty sure he considers myself as a friend of him. So that's what I call cultivating a bond, cultivating a relationship with one thing in common: passion for the good smokes, passion for the good tobacco, passion for the good cigars. When we get to that point, it's fantastic because you don't have to be here and there looking for prices, here and there looking for cigars. Just got the right place where you go to buy. Okay? So, bottom line, smoking a cigar is an experience. Nobody buys a cigar to suffer it. We buy cigars to enjoy them. And then, since this experience of smoking a cigar, it's a incomparable good time, buying the cigar gotta be just the preamble of this experience. So we start enjoying the cigar since the time we buy it, because we feel this excitement. Okay? So in order to buy the cigars, let's find the right place and the right person. I hope you like all this information. I hope it's useful for you. And don't forget, El Gato Gordo Cigar Club. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow us and let's keep working. Let's keep smoke less, smoke better. And I am going to smoke one of these beautiful cigars to watch the Super Bowl. I hope you do the same. Have a good night.